We're Slick Rock Productions, and we want to touch base real quick on a question that we get almost daily online about portals, and that's about venting portals to prevent leaking. So we've tested this very, very thoroughly. So usually the leak in portals was in Gen 1s and Gen 2s is because there's a floating axle seal. The reason it would leak for the most part is because when your axle's turning, if it grabs onto that seal, it would spin the seal and then it would start leaking. It would grab it if you get mud in there, you get rocks in there, little contaminants. As the axle turns, it grabs onto the seal, and it would start leaking at that point. The other thing was, in between the two casings, there used to be a cardboard gasket. They alleviated that in the Gen 3s. It's not cardboard anymore, so we haven't seen that problem anymore. And the Gen 3s have a completely different gasket setup in them. They're internal, they're pressed now. They're made out of a completely different material. We haven't had problems with the Gen 3s whatsoever, but the Gen 1s and the Gen 2s, to go back to the venting question, we thought the same thing. We thought that they would get hot, they would expand, it would blow the seals out of them. And so we vented portals. We used heat guns on them. We ran them up and down the roads down in Moab for 50, 60 miles an hour. We got them as warm as we could possibly get them, and it didn't change anything with as far as them leaking goes. The vents do not work. All you're really doing when you do that, in our opinion, is you're putting another hole in the case where contaminants can get back inside. So for us and all the testing we done, we figured out that the venting does not work. We don't do it anymore. The Gen 3s don't have the same leaking problems in them, but if you have 1s and 2s, we believe that venting portals doesn't do a damn bit of good. If you have any more questions, hit us up. We'll happily answer them.